Oh, please, as if I remember. That was
It's
so
Battlefield,
long ago.
Pog.
It was Battlefield. Game 2 was Fountain of Dreams. Fountain of Dreams again for Game 3.
And we're already in there on Battlefield.
All right, so 4 stocks a piece. That's how we start a set. I don't know why I need to say that.
Does look like they both have 4 stock icons representing each one of those stocks. Falco being on the left side, Sheik on the right side.
Oh,
There
now
are
they've
3
switched.
platforms on this stage, 2 ledges. A timer at the top will dictate how long we've been in the match. Subtract the amount of time from 8 minutes, and that's okay.
No, keep going. What else? JSalt with a clean combo to take the first stock. Neologism tried to go for that like late Om's attack into instant side B, but it was actually too far off stage anyway. So 4 stocks to 3, and JSalt already racking up the damage here in this second stock.
Yeah, I imagine JSalt coming off from his loser's win right now, feeling the momentum carrying over into the next set right away, trying to just claim control of the set right away. Neologism has, like, when you have an extra set like this, you're not like so afraid of the like crazy Omega momentum they can be coming into, because you kind of know, even if he does come out swinging, worst case scenario, have a set to give, and you have a set to kind of adjust. And sometimes it doesn't take you the full set, as Neologism seems to be adjusting to the pace very well.
That was actually so sick by Neologism. He blocks on the side, he shields on the side platform, but then recognizing the spacing, doesn't go for the shield drop shine. Instead, wave dashes off and then gets the shine to be on the other side of Sheik and set up for a better corner pressure, right? Because you send Sheik more towards the ledge rather than back towards center. So that was really sick.
Yep. Couple dash attacks there from JSalt, instantly gets him down to knockdown percent, instantly gets him off stage. JSalt's able to rack on a lot of damage. It doesn't feel like JSalt is in like full control of neutral or anything, but he does seem to be finding the more meaningful hits consistently, and that's all it takes, you know. Technically, that is what having control means. So
Exactly. A very quick edge steal from Neologism. JSalt recognizes what's coming and tries to up B up as sort of a desperation move, but Neologism has that covered, gets back on stage and hits the down smash to bring it back to 2 stocks of finish.
Yep. Oh, but the dash attack forward air. Sheik is one of the characters that gets stronger and stronger the higher percent her opponent is, and is able to close out that stock and start working on the lead that he has on the next stock right away, right? So how much damage can he get? The double jab here. Oh, trying to jab reset, but it was in fact a tech in place, and he gets the CC shine.
All right, so Neologism has another shot here, already way outside of CC percent, so this is pretty tough.
Oh.
And yeah, JSalt just goes way out there with the Nair. I think the Nair had already killed, but gets the double jump fair to close it out.
Yeah.
A quick 2 stock from JSalt to start things off, but like you said, sort of expected that JSalt's going to bring some momentum into this match.
Yeah, it kind of felt inevitable, dude. That last set was just so like powerful. Yeah. So
But the one thing I will say is that from the winner's side set, I think we saw how important momentum was in the set, right? Where you saw that huge shift in momentum with the SD in game 3. So I am sort of looking for Neologism to find that one big momentum shifter to try to sort of reclaim control and see if he can do that.
yeah, and we know he can do it since he did it in winners, right? Like he lost momentum and then found it again. So whether it takes him, you know, a game or 2, or it takes him an entire set, there's like no world where the game is so decisive that we count him out at this point, right? Because we kind of know that he can get 4 stocked and still win the set. So
yeah, exactly. Again, interesting choice of where he wants to go for his counter pick. We saw him go to Yoshi's and get 4 stocked on his counter pick last time, and here we see him go back to Battlefield rather than trying to pick up like Pokemon, where he won game 5 of the last set.
Neologism's punish game is so chaos. Like he's just like fucking swings and just like attacks you again and attacks you fast and attacks you again, and you're like, oh my god. And it's not always a true combo, and sometimes it leads to a tech chase when it's like, but couldn't you have true comboed? And he's like, I don't care, let's go, let's swing. Like
maybe find out next time.
Yeah. Who needs true combos? We got this tech chase into a forward smash, boom, we get the kill. Pure chaos, dude.
3 stocks to 2, Neologism looking like he's back in that winners finals form, but just barely too low with the startup of the up B, goes straight and gets paid for it.
Yeah, the Battlefield ledges making it really hard to recover there. Sheik needles making it really hard to recover there. And Sheik now moving on to big combos, finding the drop through double jump up air. This looks like an easy closeout. Oh, really good Umps attack from Neologism this time. Answering right back, saying, it's my turn to Umps attack.
That the side B shorten off the ledge. Oftentimes players, when they read that you're going for the side B, recover or after grabbing the ledge, can just sit far away and then get like a grab or a big punish. But he actually shortens it and gets no punish at all.
Yeah, that's so funny. That was an old, I think, Chillin' Dude mix-up where he would just like side B and then shorten and stuff, and it looks so funny to like, oh, that's the mix-up we're playing. Okay.
A nice little double jump mix-up finds Neologism up there, but he's not able to close it out. Gets the back air trades. He's already at 60%, so this is looking a little ugly for game 2, but maybe he can pull it out.
Yep, definitely not insurmountable, but she got what she wanted. She got to the percent where her forward tilt and her arrows are very meaningful again. But looks like Taco doesn't care as he racks up a quick 43. And we're now at like down or knockdown percent and stuff like that. So how much does Falco care about getting these percents? Oh, just like that, finds the way back shot shine, misses the tech chase shine on that one. Definitely had the right read or reaction, but just slightly mis-executed. Gets flipped off stage.
Oh, and the double lasers going the wrong way.
Oh no, he got, I don't know what, I think he double jump shined.
Weird.
Yeah. He either double jump shined or just failed to jump out of a shine or something, because then he up B'd low, which he should have had a jump unless he double jump shine. So either way, unfortunate little ending, kind of an SD there, but Neologism kind of showing that he's still ready to hop back in there, right? Because that looked just as close as the previous set, and kind of feels like we're back into this set, and the momentum carrying over from losers finals is kind of worn off now.
Yeah, agreed. One thing I do want to note, though, in the last set, the 2 games that JSalt won were off of SDs in both games, right? And this set, both of these games have been like true wins, right? There hasn't been like a hard SD from Neologism either game, I don't think.
Well, so, the last stock was an SD, right?
I guess that's fair, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, he was there, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he fastballs right past the ledge, makes it back center stage, doesn't get punished.
Ooh, and there's that mid-height dare fake.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, talking about SDs.
Man, that's such a Falco main classic, man. We love killing ourselves, dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I think he no impact landed on accident and then forward smashed up there. And suddenly JSalt is running away with it. He's very good at just turning a small lead into a big one.
Yeah, I mean, Sheik is very good at that in general, but man, is JSalt taking advantage of that.
Wow.
Already up 4 stocks to 2 here in this game 3. Keep in mind, this is a stage where Neologism actually got 4 stock last set.
Yeah, JSalt is saying, you actually just don't get to take a stock on me on this stage ever. Which is... I like that Neologism went here, though, because this is kind of like, you know, it's the last game of the first set, like you're down 0-2. And you're like, let's see if it was a fluke, you know? Yeah. Because he's like, I'm pretty sure I like this stage. I got boxed. So kind of gathering info for the next set, if anything.
Right.
And I still think he's still not getting the info he needs because he's still SD'd. Oh, no, he SD's again.
Okay. Well, this is a very different game than we saw last time, right? He has 2 SDs and is down 2 stocks to 1.
Yeah.
Like, you know, without the SDs, he's just winning, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to say. At least he's getting to play his game a little bit more. Last time he literally just only made mistakes until he died. So yeah, I think it kind of shows this stage is definitely playable. Is it his best counter pick? Maybe not. Maybe he has a better chance on sort of those bigger, longer stages. Because he did seem to play Pokemon Stadium really well too in the past, right? And so we'll see if he ends up in the second set, which is we are now on as JSalt closes out a very quick 3-0 here too. Maybe the momentum has not yet worn off from his losers run.
Yeah, he's looking pretty strong. Neologism did throw away a couple stocks throughout that set, but we'll look for him to sort of clean things up a little bit here in the second set of grands. Hopefully he's able to really bring it together, because we've seen some really inspired stuff out of the combo game when he's able to get it started.
Yep. So gonna try to bring that chaos back in. Gonna see too if he wants to start on Battlefield again. I personally think it's Sheik's best stage in the matchup, but it's not like Omega Sheik favorite. It's just maybe her best one. So it's totally fine to start there, especially if that's like the play style that you like the most. And a lot of people really dislike FOD, and in fact, JSalt counterpicked FOD previously. So kind of hard to say like whether you should go FOD because they went 1-1 on FOD in the first set.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
hard to say. Yeah. Or you could go Dreamland as well, but that's another
mhm,
one where it's hard to say if that's better or worse than Battlefield.
mhm. Yeah, and the other stage we talk about, right? We actually haven't seen FD yet in 8 games that these two have played,
Yeah, I
which
think
is
it's not a starter though, right? So they can't go there game
right.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
But
But
yeah,
the
I
fact,
totally agree. Yeah.
yeah. The one thing that I do want to contrast between the winner set and the loser set is that in the winner set, Neologism threw out some really clever defensive options that sort of broke up a lot of JSalt's combos. And in the grand set that JSalt just took, I felt like he was able to close out more stocks and just
Hmm.
like had a bead on how to avoid some of those defensive gimmicks that Neologism was throwing at him and tricking him up with. So
Do you
I
remember any of those defensive gimmicks?
I'm trying to think. I think a lot of it for me was like some of the edge, the recovery stuff where he would do like very odd up B angles,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
or like side Bs in interesting places.
Yep.
There were also like there was some stuff where he would like do shields in like really awkward places that felt like it was wrong to shield, but then um he would catch J Salt swinging in those spots
Yep.
and then get like a wave dash shine or something.
Yeah, he also got some of those like CC shines. I remember
Hmm, hmm,
there was the one he got at like 90, right? And we're like, oh
hmm.
crap, he's getting CC shines at 90%, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So
off the jab, right.
yeah. So she kind of cleaning up exactly what move choice she's using at various percents, preventing a lot of the reversals. And then suddenly, instead of seeing a huge swing, it just is a closed out combo that takes the stock, right? Like
Mhm,
it
mhm.
kind of looks unremarkable when she just hits you, closes out the edge guard. And you're like, oh, that's just how a combo's supposed to look. And we forget that in the winner's set, that combo turned into an 80% Falco combo, you know?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
sometimes big swings like that, it's like that's the ball game, like that's the whole game right there. If you don't get that reversal, the whole match looks different. So
Yeah, and I think it's really gonna come down to if Neologism can pull out a couple more of those defensive options,
mhm.
in his favor and get some of those reversals because of it. Uh,
It's definitely a huge uh-oh, it looks like the broadcast has disappeared for a second. Hopefully they haven't started the next match, and if they recognize it fast enough, we'll simply hop right back into broadcast. And if not, hopefully worst case scenario is we only miss game one, unless one of them is streaming. We can check that as well. I don't know either of them as streamers, so
yeah,
but
I
I've
don't
been
think so, but
surprised in the
maybe.
past, you know.
Yeah, take a look,
I'm searching right now.
I'll
J
I'll I'll be here.
J Salt. If he is streaming, it's not on the J Salt. Neo, and there's no Neo. Okay. If they are streaming, they have weird names.
That could mean anything.
All right. Um yeah, we have no update so far. It looked like maybe the broadcast, because sometimes I think it like cancels itself and then we're like we have no way of
Mhm, mhm.
letting them know like while they're in the game. Oh no, it looks like they've already played game one. Looks like JSalt took game one on Battlefield again. So they did go back to the same set.
Sad.
Man, how do we ping him? Because well, maybe they probably could. The way Smash GG chat is too, it's like an entirely different tab.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no. It
Is
just
Squid losing
it
it?
it undid itself. I swear it undid itself. It said 1-0
Oh.
Battlefield, and now it's back to being
Wait,
no
no,
games.
I think this is a classic Iggy trick. Yeah, he destroys the match so that they can't report, and then they're like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Yeah. So
"Oh,
see, the Grand's final set just started again. The second
yeah, yeah,
Grand
yeah."
set.
No, this is classic TO shenanigans.
I destroyed the match. Smiley face. That's what the production chat is showing right now. If you could see the terror that is that smiley face, it is the face of a murderer, you know? I'm just
Yeah, no, I mean, you're definitely not wrong at all. It looks like the 2 players just, reconnected, so hopefully they'll be able to let us know, that they're getting started again,
huge.
here in just a moment. Let me ask you, so as a Falco player yourself, is there anything in particular that you'd look for out of Neologism to try to close out this set here?
So okay, I mentioned before that this is kind of a huge reversal matchup. I
Mhm.
think both characters are really good at reversing each other, and I often like to joke that, oh my god, who needs anything else? Sometimes you just get a huge combo and kill it, right? But I like to joke that neutral starts against Sheik when you get hit. So especially the 0 to 40%, I think, are where like you really want to like hone in. Oh my god, and that fade back down here in the forward smash again and again. But yeah, that 0 to 40%, it feels like JSalt is pretty regularly finding grabs at 0 to 40, or he's just getting these like aerial into aerial into aerial, or into dash attack or something. And I think CC down tilt is probably the biggest thing that we haven't really seen much at all this entire these sets, where it like really puts a hamper on Sheik's plans in these low percents.
And he goes for the high, very close to ledge, double laser from ledge, but doesn't actually find the stage and just kills himself.
Yeah,
so that's unfortunate. 3 stock C's.
He just wanted the percent, you know. We respect it. Oh, finding a laser forward smash off stage here. This is a pretty good edge guard setup. Down smashing the wrong way and getting the opposite attack for JSalt, ensuring that he gets to be actionable as soon as possible. Oh, protects the ledge with the forward air there. Grabbing the ledge too late this time. Oh, shine grab. Okay. Terrifying. The needles kind of get in the way, but don't actually lead to a grab for Sheik.
That's where you're good enough that your opponent respects you too much and doesn't ever expect you to miss an L cancel.
Yep.
I wonder what that's like.
Low key, those needles, that's the squeak classic. The squid Sheik. What I do is I charge needles and then I let myself get hit by a laser and the needles drop on the floor wherever you were charging them. And then when they approaching aerial you, they miss the L cancel. So the classic trap.
You're a monster. Ooh, nice CCF smash, and that one's gonna go. It looked like JSalt DI'd it like straight up, and so he actually gets killed off the top with that not the best DI, right? Like it's not crazy bad, but it you prefer to see him go for like a down DI or something.
Yep. And there tends to be like mix-ups happening, especially the way Neologism has been doing his punish game, where you're just like, I don't know which way I'm supposed to DI. This guy's a psycho, man. He's probably just gonna down air tech chase again. Worth noting that we did in fact miss game 1, and JSalt did take it. So Neologism playing with a lot of momentum this game, but this is with him being down a game already. So he's fighting to kind of even back up the second set here.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It feels like Pokemon may be pretty good for Neologism, and maybe we should start going there early.
So he did. This is the first time.
He did.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm agreeing, right? Like,
he
did it right. Let's see that, consistently.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Ooh, the back air does reverse. JSalt's still in a really bad spot, right? Down 2 stocks to 1. Definitely right about kill percent. These double jump mix-ups from Neologism.
Yeah, they're so good. Yeah. And he's adding in the shine there too, so he can like shine before the double jump mix-up. So there's actually like 2 mix-ups being played, and really strong stuff. I wanted to if this is enough to convince him to go to FD too, because
that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But though, maybe... I mean, he could just be like, oh man, it was really those short side platforms. Time to go back to Yoshi's. Haha.
True. He was moving on the platform. What was he even? He was kind of doing double jump mix-ups without him.
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
That being said, though, when you get that one game on Yoshi's story, it feels good,
Hell yeah. So we are going to go to Fountain, talk about how they traded games here in the first set. We actually didn't see it in the first set of Grands, their second set of the day. So let's see if JSalt can use this counterpick effectively, or can Neologism steal the counterpick advantage back?
Yep. And I think this counterpick is like very hard to call which character it actually favors more. They both can make use of these low side plat, like there, right? He just gets right underneath and finds the up tilt, and like that tilting through the side platform. That's why Sheik counterpicks this stage. She wants to do that, But then Falco gets to do it too, and then you're like, well, whoever gets to do that more is kind of favored in this matchup, right? And same with like Falco has a lot of trickery he can do with edge cancels and lasers and stuff, and low platform pressure. Ooh, but high aerials get shield grab no matter what stage it is.
Ooh. And yeah, Neologism continues to keep pressuring. Here he tries to do the drop through from the side platform, but it's just high enough that it's not a safe dare when he does that. And so JSalt able to get the full punish into a stock. One of the other things I wanted to call out about the way Neologism is playing this, most Falcos nowadays, like when they're at low percents and the Sheik is above them, they'll look for like a lot of CC shenanigans or like shine stuff. Neologism very willing to still go for like the up tilt and go for like the hard outplay, rather than just like taking a bit of percent with the CC and then getting a punish for it. So that's interesting.
I think too that like Sometimes you can do both. You can like up tilt and then hold down and CC shine, especially if you're like sub 20, where like you don't even need the true crouch or anything. And the only problem with that is, I swear, then double up tilt is the hardest thing in the game.
Oh yeah,
Where you like up tilt, hold down, then try to up tilt again, and you accidentally full hop. Oh, but this is a big clip, and yep,
hot.
JSalt back in the lead.
Yeah, JSalt caught like the first frame of the double jump with that needle. Really painful for Neologism. The up tilt does get the shield poke, and he gets the charge down smash, but still not enough to kill.
Yep.
Dare into bear, also not enough to kill.
Oh, but great call out there. Once Sheik swings with that forward air, you do have enough time to guarantee the shine back air there. She has to up B, and the first part of it isn't invincible. So really good recognition there from Neologism. I think that he's had some very strong edge guards and very strong tech chasing, which have kind of been like the most powerful parts of his punish game right now. And those have remained consistent even in the games that he seems to be losing. So good to see he still got that.
Really great approaches at these early percents by Neologism, trying to make sure he stays behind Sheik even as he's coming down with these dares to avoid any kind of grab shenanigans. Ooh, that one was super close as he actually did land in front. But there you see the wave dash through to, again, try to keep him from getting grabbed.
Oh, good. Makes up there with the recovery, falling, doing the side B short into the ledge. And now with the high lasers, this is actually so frustrating for Sheik. When you're like full hops are getting sniped out of the air, you kind of just fall, and then you're back into Falco's vortex, and it feels like you have no way to like protect yourself. So Neologism looking like he's taking control right now, and it's kind of like the stage turned into FD for a little bit, and he looked really good. So kind of, you know, you like these no platform stages.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, the nair, the runoff nair, actually not quite enough. Oh no, he could have just held that. Nice.
Oh, finds the scoop with the down tilt again.
Okay,
this is a really close up B. Oh my god, the down smash goes the wrong way, which means the hitbox is slightly delayed.
Oh, and he doesn't get the wave line, but he gets ledge again, and the side B connects, and he gets the F smash, but it's still not enough to kill. Great DI from JSalt. This is so close.
Oh, he did a slow roll. The slow roll means that he doesn't get a punish right here, but he finds a shine grab. Grab is oftentimes a kill at these high percents. And another one. Shine back air, calling out the first part of the upbeat. Neologism takes the first game on FOD again. What a banger, dude. These guys are so back and forth. This stage in particular has delivered. As they always have really close games on FOD. And it really kind of shows that, like, who knows who's its favor, because they're both making use of different parts of the stage. So
one thing I want to call out, that ending there for that game felt a lot like Game 5 on Pokemon Stadium in the very first set, where when it came to last stock, JSalt tried to play pretty defensive and like use needles to create advantages, and Neologism just had a great answer to that. And then it like sort of put JSalt on the back foot, and that's sort of what cost him the game. So I really don't think JSalt can afford to play that sort of defensive game and try to force his tempo. I think he just has to play at tempo. I think it's worked better for him.
It was really quick adaptation from Neologism, right? Because he kind of switches from this like psycho aggro style to this like, all right, I'm actually pretty down to just chill and shoot full hop lasers on you. And he did it like immediately when he needed to, right? Like, oh, Sheik's full hop needling. Let's put a stop to that right away and get back to our aggression.
Yep, completely agree. Oh man, and I feel like the next adaptation I want to see from Neologism is more shine grab. I feel like he's getting a lot of opportunities where JSalt is just holding shield off of shine, and that there's options for those grabs to come through. Ooh, an unfortunate tournament winner, but a great side B under the needles, finding the ledge. That F smash is going to bring it back to 3 stocks apiece, but Neologism still quite a mountain to climb here.
Yeah, I think that shine grab and grabs in particular are so powerful, especially in the corner. If you like get grabs in center stage and up throw her, it's pretty good, and I still like it quite a bit. But especially if you get it in the corner, it actually doesn't matter what percent you're at. Forward throw could be a kill at 0, right? So I'm a huge fan of like anytime you have Sheik corner, just really be thinking about the forward throw, and that forces it to roll so much. So.
Oh man, and the CC just working out so poorly for Neologism.
Yeah.
He gets the CC on the side platform, which is actually like non-trivial to do, right? Like you have to make sure you're not going to drop through. But JSalt just like spaces around it so well and quickly racks up 50%, getting it out of CC percent and putting him in a kind of tough spot.
Oh, the rising forward air out of shield just slaps him off stage and closes out the stock there. JSalt's now up 3-1, looking to bring it to another Game 5, trying to bring in as many bangers as he can.
All right. Oh, Neologism goes for that fade back dare F smash once again, but JSalt this time spaces really far away from it. And we get an edge guard scenario. Neologism catches the awkward hit of the F smash, but it's going to kill at that high percent anyway. So 2 stocks to 1.
Yeah, at these high percents, that's actually the optimal kill move for Falco. It kills sooner than down tilt and sooner than charged up smash. So
Really?
it's actually, in theory, optimal.
You just have to be able to do it consistently.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted the up tilt, gets the up smash instead. That is really unfortunate. But able to make it back with
my
shine. Neologism continues to put on a ton of pressure. All these nairs catching Neologism trying to jump out of shine.
Yeah. Kind of interesting because I called out in the first set at one point that like he should have short hop naired at one point, and I thought it was just a mistake. But no, there is merit to the full hop nair as well. He's kind of spending more time floating above Falco trying to catch a jump, and if you fast fall it perfectly, maybe you do get to catch him even staying on the ground. I'm not sure about that. I think if Falco crouches, you dodge a hitbox, but regardless, good stuff to JSalt. Good nairs out of shield at the end there. You got quite a few in a row and closed out the game. So now we are going to be going to a game 5 once again. Pokemon Stadium is not on the table this time around. We're going to go to a game 5 somewhere else.
Please, Neologism.
Give us a 4-stock on Yoshi Story.
Don't give me Yoshis. I don't want Yoshis. Keep it in your back pocket. We'll do it next time. Battle. I don't like this either.
I wanted Yoshi Story.
All right, let's see if he's got it. He did lose both games of the last set on the stage, so really trying to close it out here. Just unwilling to try the FD counter pick, which is like generally considered Falco's best. So really wants the platforms. Let's see if he can make use of it.
Yep. It's also one. It is a more polarizing stage. It changes the dynamic of the matchup a lot, and if you're cornered, it's probably the worst stage. So it's like sometimes it's like you don't want to take a gamble where you get put at disadvantage and it's worse for you. So let's just go back here. He did win game 1 here in the first set. So doing the down smash. Ooh, not getting it. Yeah, this actually has been a small problem with his edge guard flowchart. Is when Sheik lands on stage, oh no, he tends to have just slightly suboptimal anti-Omsatech options in both directions. He does get there eventually though, but we've seen Omsatech across the entire stage, and we've seen Omsatech to the right not get punished with a kill. So, but he does eventually get there without really taking damage, so not too bad.
Yeah, it seems like the way that he's tried to deal with that is to have this mix-up on which way he's gonna hit you, and so you have to pick which way to Omsatech. But you can just be very consistent, hitting them one direction and then punishing the Omsatech, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or going for a Shine Bear or something like that.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So there's lots of options.
Or up tilt. Up tilt also can't be Omsatech starting at like 40, and just leads to like Omega combos and stuff. So.
Yeah, ooh, that actually reminds me that nair at JSalt. One of the things that Neologism found a lot in the set that he won earlier was those nairs to catch the startup of the jump, and he actually just hasn't found that at all in the last 2 sets. So JSalt definitely switched something up to make that less of a problem, and those were such juicy openings for Neologism as well.
Yeah,
Here
like there he
probably
should have gone for Shine Bear. Yeah, I think Shine Bear was like the easy answer there. If
he
not,
gets the hardest Shine Bear possible.
Yeah, dude, he always gets those. That's the Shine Bear that's hard to hit, but he just does it every single time. So, very nice stuff. Yeah. So maybe it's funny because it actually hasn't been that impactful. The fact that he like doesn't. Oh my God.
He's done that. That's the 3rd time that he's done that. Really has to.
That tends to be Falco ledge hop double lasers, and the moment he starts, he's like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have ledge hop double laser," and then they just start holding back, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I'm dead." So...
Shine Bear. Oh, he gets a shield up. He tried to go for wave dash back grab. He's so insane.
Yeah, that means he knew he wasn't getting there in time too.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. He's like, I probably won't get. Oh no, and he shoots 2 grand. Oh my God.
All right, 2 stocks to 1. Neologism looking to take this game 5 set after the reset in grand finals. Gets the dare, but can't find anything else at 0% that is really, really tight and might be impossible unless you get the lowest possible dare. And JSalt gets things started up, gets a quick 50%, no more CC to deal with. Oh man, it's so tight.
Oh, there.
Yeah, that's so big. The weight.
And getting underneath, right? We talked about the full hop nair probably not reaching the crouch, and Neologism able to exploit that right there. He got a short hop nair out of shield sometimes, and it can be a mix-up. Neologism here looking to rack on some more damage before going to a last stock situation.
Is this game 5 Pokemon Stadium again? He's gonna play a little bit slower and catch JSalt for it.
Ooh, finding the shield pressure, but gets an air out of shield. Got to be really careful spending too much time on top of Sheik's shield. Not only is she never going to get shield poked, she just has a frame 6 out of shield option that's like kind of scary. There it is again. Nair out of shield really fast.
All right,
Ouch.
we're going to last stock. JSalt basically doesn't have any CC percent left, but oh man, it's so close. Nice up air. Gets the shine
Oh,
tech chase.
huge
He's been
combo.
missing those. It's so juicy. Okay, JSalt gets out, gets caught with the bear. I don't think he has many resources left. Shine goes for the up air. Oh,
Yup.
doesn't find it. Okay.
I like ending
110%.
combos with up air, even if it doesn't lead to a kill. It keeps Sheik above you and converts the combo into a juggle, which is what you want. He's so grab proof right now, completely